Life is full of extremes. And here's one of them. Look at that. I think this is probably one of the most beautiful flowers that Earth has to offer. It's called the red orchid cactus. This is a type of epiphyllum. You can see it's red here, but it's really just like amazing colors of pink on the inside. And here's my hand. I've got a pretty big hand. It's as big as my hand, maybe bigger than my hand. So it's not a little flower by any means. It's huge. What can I say? Epa means growing upon something, like epiphyte, like a bromeliad or an orchid, growing up in a tree without the need of touching Mother Earth. Phylum, I believe, means like plant tissue, and plant tissue growing up in a tree. That describes these pretty well, as they're from Central America. And they grow up in trees as epiphytes, and they hang up in the trees. Why is it one of our planet's biggest contrasts? Well, it has the most beautiful foliage of all, but it has kind of like what I would consider not the prettiest. I don't want to be, in these days of not wanting to hurt anyone's or anything's feelings, the foliage isn't that great, you know? It's just kind of okay. Doesn't do a lot for me, but here it is. Just kind of sits in the background, doesn't look like much. As far as a cactus, it's not that decorative. It's just kind of flat little panels. So I think it's a pretty major contrast when compared to the extreme beauty of the flower. Look at that. So my wife doesn't really notice much of my botany. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle, you know, as you can see. But she noticed this morning. I meant to pick this for her last night, and then I forgot because I saw it opening. So I'm the bad husband that didn't bring home flowers. There's some better lighting. Look at that. But anyway, it's the thought that counts, right? But look at the orange in there, just shaded out to a hot pink. It's kind of like the same colors as the Golden Gate Palms shirts, pretty much. Same color. Anyway, this plant is, I guess it's frost tender, but you know, we never have that problem. I'm in Northern California, Lafayette, California. I'm up on a hill, so I don't get much frost. This is a really protected spot. I think this plant could handle a fair amount of frost, especially if you're growing it like in an oak tree or something, hanging. A lot of times people grow these in hanging baskets, because then the flower will hang down. There's a whole family of epiphyllums. And I only have a few. It's probably something there's Epiphyllum Society. You could just delve into nothing but epiphyllums. Usually the epiphyllum people are really big with the orchid people, who are really big with the bromeliad people, and the list goes on and on. And the addictions, they build upon each other. So I can't even keep up with the Palm Society. You know, sorry guys in the Palm Society, I'm just too busy trying to take care of my gardens and my business to go to all your fun events, which are super fun. But I can imagine what it would be like at all the Cactus Society, Epiphyllum Society, Fern Society, Aroid Society. Rare fruit growers. There's so many fun things. If you're bored and you just don't know what to do with your time, get into plants. Because you'll never be bored again, especially if you start joining all these groups. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my beautiful red orchid cactus. Pretty much said everything there's to say about it. They don't really need a lot of nutrients. I mean, they just seem to kind of hang out and get whatever they get and don't throw a fit. And yeah, so it's a nice little surprise in the entry here. I've got a bunch of different things, but obviously this is the biggest like punch of color we've ever had here. And it is kind of fun when my wife actually notices a plant. So that was a fun day. All right, go out and have fun.